Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Miaira Jennings, and in this video, I'm going to show you how I turned this into this.
C-shape beats on the track.
Stay tuned. Alright guys, I'm starting off with this hoodie dress that I think is super cute, but all this extra baggage in the back above the booty is not flattering. So we're going to make this thing a two-piece and give it some more shape. Matching sets like this have been trendy for a while now, so I'm really excited to show you guys a simple DIY way to make one if you have an extra large hoodie or a hoodie dress. In addition to the hoodie dress, I'm using a ruler, pencil, fabric scissors, a needle and thread, fabric glue, elastic, and a safety pin. And as usual, for more info on these items, just scroll down to that description box. Alright, first I'm going to figure out where to cut this dress. There are a few different ways you can do this, but I decided to take a skirt that I already have to figure out the length. Now I'm taking my elastic and placing it slightly above the waistband of the skirt. Then I'm using my pencil and ruler to mark a line right above that elastic. That's where I'll be cutting. You want to make sure you leave a little bit of extra room at the top because that material is going to fold over the elastic, and you don't want that skirt to be too short. Next, I'm using my fabric scissors to cut right along that line. And there you have it, it's in two pieces. We're going to go ahead and work with the skirt first, and I'm flipping it inside out. Just cutting off that tag. Now I'm placing the elastic at the top of the skirt and using my scissors to cut a slit at one of the sides that's slightly longer than the width of that elastic. That way you can fold the material over and still have space at the bottom for the fabric glue. Now I'm folding that material down all the way around the top edge and placing some magazines in the skirt so the two layers don't stick together when I glue them. And it's time for the fabric glue. I'm lightly dabbing fabric glue along the edges and smoothing it out. I'm doing that all the way across the front, making sure I'm leaving enough space inside for that elastic. Once that's done, I'm flipping it over and doing the same thing to the other side, gluing along the edges and smoothing it out. And now I'm going to leave that to dry for a while and work on the top. Just like I did with the skirt, I'm flipping this inside out and placing the elastic along that bottom edge. Then I'm using my scissors to cut a slit that's slightly wider than that elastic. Next, I'm placing a magazine in between the layers of the top so they don't stick together. And once again, it's time to glue. Gluing right along those edges, folding it over and smoothing it out. Next, I'm flipping it over and doing the same thing to the back. Now that everything is glued, we're going to leave those two pieces to dry and measure out our elastic. First, I'm wrapping the elastic around my waist to measure the piece that will be added to the top. I don't want it to be too tight, but I also want it to fit snugly. Then I'm taking my scissors and cutting that piece. After that, I'm measuring the piece of elastic that will go in the skirt and cutting that piece. And that's it. Once the pieces are dry, it's time to add the elastic in. All I'm doing is taking a safety pin, attaching it to the end of the elastic, and working that safety pin all the way through that opening. Now that the elastic is all the way through, I'm removing the safety pin and grabbing my needle and thread to hand sew the ends of the elastic together. Now I know this is supposed to be a no-sew project, so if you really don't want to sew and not even hand sew, there are other options I've seen, including stapling the ends together or safety pinning them together. Whatever works for you. If you decide to use a needle and thread like me, make sure you sew it nice and securely so that it does not come apart. I'm cutting off the excess thread, flipping it back to the right side, and scrunching that material around the elastic to make it even, and the top is done. Now let's do the same thing to the skirt. I'm adding the safety pin to the end of the elastic and working it all the way around that waistband opening. Once it's all the way through, again, I'm grabbing my needle and thread and sewing those ends together. Now I'm flipping this skirt back to the right side, scrunching the material around that elastic to make it even, just like the top, and it is complete. This two-piece set is all done and I'm so excited to try this on. Let's go. Guys, that's it. It's super simple, but it really makes a difference. Thanks so much for watching. Drop a comment below. Let me know what you think about this outfit, and let me know if you have other DIY ideas for me to try. If you're not already a subscriber, hit that subscribe button and the notifications bell so you know every time I post a new video. And I'll see you guys in the next one.